Hernandez, and I'm going to walk you through how to thread the Baby Lock Victory for a 2-thread blanket stitch. I'm going to bring out my quick reference guide because this is a stitch I enjoy doing. It's just not a stitch that I do often. So I like the fact that I can refer back to my quick reference guide. A couple of things that we want to think about. We're going to be engaging our subsidiary looper. In this area, it shows you a little bit of a different positioning for our needle thread, and we'll do this together, but keep that in mind. And as always, I'm going to use my quick reference guide to confirm my settings for the stitch as well. Let's open up our front cover and our knife cover, and let's engage our subsidiary looper. Here's our subsidiary looper. I'm going to rotate my hand wheel to where it's positioning down into the machine. We'll slide the subsidiary looper to the right and up and over. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and thread our lower looper. Here's our thread for our lower looper. It's on its position. Before we start threading it, we want to place our machine in threading mode. So I'm going to hold my finger onto my machine locking button, turn my hand wheel until we hear the click and the tubular loopers have positioned together. We'll place that thread in that telescoping thread guide. In our back lower looper thread guide, we'll bring the thread to the front. The lever is positioned in the lower looper position for threading the lower looper. Let's raise our presser foot, get a little extra thread. I like to bring my thread down to my leg. We'll snip the thread to get a nice sharp point. Slip the tip of the thread into our lower looper threading port. We'll push the lever. We've threaded our lower looper. Very easy. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our overlock needle 1 thread, place it in the threading guide at the top, and we're going to place this thread in the upper looper back thread guide. Again, it's always nice because this is a little bit of a different threading path to refer back to my quick reference guide. We're going to slide the lever over to U for upper looper, and we'll thread this through the upper looper threading path. We'll get a nice clean clip. Slip the thread in and then push our threading lever. Now that we've placed it through, we're going to open up our threading path by sliding that to the right. And yes, my subsidiary looper is engaged, that's correct, but we're going to take the thread down in the machine. You'll want to look into this area. You'll see these 2 flat guides, so here the thread is coming through the machine, going up into the upper looper position. Now we're going to take the thread that we just blew into that upper looper position and bring it up into this area. We'll place it on the hook positioned here and under, up and over. And now it's ready to be threaded into the needle. My thread's a little long, so I'm just going to shorten it. Next, we're going to align the 2 green lines on our hand wheel. And now we're ready to use the needle threader. So if you'll notice right here also, we have a lever that slides left and right. We're using our overlock needle 1 in that first position, the left position, so we'll want to slide that to the left, bring our needle threading lever down, place the thread in front of the eye of the needle and just bring it towards us and let it go. And now the machine has threaded the needle for us. We'll slip the thread back into the guide, and now it's time to do that fabulous blanket stitch. I have a layer of fleece and a layer of water-soluble stabilizer. You have to have this stabilizer to be able to create that blanket stitch. So we're going to take our fleece fabric and place it at the bottom, and then we're going to take our stabilizer and place it on the top. This is so easy. I like to raise my presser foot and just slip it up underneath there ever so slightly, because sometimes your stabilizer will slip a little bit, but it'll come together. Look at that. That looks pretty in itself, but here is the fun part. We'll take the stabilizer, pull it away from the fleece, and now we have a blanket stitch. Isn't that a beautiful stitch? And it's really a fun way to finish the edge of a blanket for sure. And think maybe you might want to also use a heavier weighted decorative thread as well. Thanks for joining me.